In this video, we'll be taking a look at two college basketball games happening on November 6, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Georgia Southern versus Appalachian State. The Georgia Southern Eagles travel to Boone, North Carolina to face the Appalachian State Mountaineers at Kidd Brewer Stadium in a Sun Belt Conference matchup. Georgia Southern has struggled to find consistency this season, giving up at least 24 points in 4 straight games and in 7 of 8 overall. Their problems become more severe on the road, where they stand at 0 wins to 4 losses straight up and against the spread. Each of those defeats came by a margin of 10 or more points, and 3 of them were by at least 25 points. That stretch includes a 34-24 loss at Arkansas State as a 1-point underdog. The defense has been a major concern away from home, allowing no fewer than 34 points in all 4 road games and averaging 34.5 points allowed in 2 Sun Belt road contests. Appalachian State enters this game after a narrow 24-21 loss at Old Dominion on October 25th. Despite the defeat, the Mountaineers covered the spread as a 13.5-point underdog and have gone 3 wins to 1 loss against the spread in their last 4 games. At home, App State owns a 2 wins to 1 loss record, with 1 win and 1 loss against the spread in 2 games against FBS opponents. As a single-game favorite, they have performed well, covering 3 out of 4 times this season. Historically, Georgia Southern has held the edge in this series with a 5 wins to 1 loss to 1 push record against the spread over the past 7 meetings. Still, current form tells a different story, as the Eagles' defensive shortcomings have been costly, and the Mountaineers have taken the last 2 home meetings by at least 24 points each. Georgia Southern's road form highlights a clear divide between their home and away performances. The Eagles have been outscored by an average of 23.8 points per game away from home, and their defensive struggles against the run have consistently hurt them. That is a difficult combination against an Appalachian State team that relies on balance, led by Rashad Dubinion's steady presence in the backfield and A.J. Swann's efficient passing. Playing under the lights at Kidd Brewer Stadium, App State's ability to control tempo and use its home crowd as an advantage becomes critical. Defensively, Appalachian State brings a structure that matches up well against Georgia Southern's offensive tendencies. The Mountaineers have been effective against the run, holding opponents to slightly above 110 rushing yards per game. That approach often forces teams like Georgia Southern to rely heavily on the pass. While the Eagles can move the ball through the air, their road inefficiency in the red zone remains a weakness. App State's red zone defense ranks among the best nationally, a key factor against a team that struggles to close out drives away from home. Offensively, the Mountaineers should find opportunities against a Georgia Southern defense giving up more than 30 points per game. Swann's steady accuracy allows App State to extend possessions, while Dubinion's ground game helps maintain control and dictate pace. Injuries to the Eagles' defensive front have made their line vulnerable, opening potential gaps for Dubinion to exploit. Georgia Southern's road issues, paired with one of the weakest defenses in the country, create a tough environment for them to compete effectively. With Appalachian State seeking to strengthen its bowl eligibility and Georgia Southern's travel woes persisting, the Mountaineers will take care of business in this one here. As our first pick for this matchup, the Appalachian State Mountaineers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both offenses have shown they can move the ball quickly, while both defenses have been inconsistent. Georgia Southern averages nearly 30 points per game but allows over 35, reflecting their difficulty keeping pace in high-scoring contests. The Eagles' struggles have been most visible on the road, where they have been outscored heavily. Appalachian State offers more balance, with A.J. Swann managing the passing game and Rashad Dubinion driving the ground attack. The Mountaineers have demonstrated the ability to finish drives efficiently, especially at home. Both programs rank among the higher-scoring teams in the Sun Belt, yet each allows more than 380 total yards per game. That combination points toward an open, fast-paced matchup. Georgia Southern's secondary has given up large plays throughout the season, and App State's defense has also been vulnerable through the air. When both sides rely on explosive plays and face defenses prone to breakdowns, the result often favors a shootout. The conditions, tempo, and offensive balance of each team set the stage for a high-scoring contest. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. UTSA versus South Florida. 2 years ago, these teams faced off for the first time, and while the Roadrunners took the win in that meeting, the Bulls have become the far stronger squad this season. South Florida has gone 4-0 at home this year and has developed one of the most productive offensive units in the NCAA. Their overall record stands above UTSA's, and their home dominance remains unbroken. Over their last 5 contests, the Bulls have gone 4-1-0 both straight up and against the spread. They have shown strength on both sides of the ball, owning the 6th best offense in the country and averaging victories by 16 points per game. South Florida has captured 4 of its past 5 games, while UTSA has managed 4 wins in its last 6 outings. The Bulls maintain an advantage through their balanced attack, combining an effective passing game with a strong running presence. The Roadrunners, however, have struggled to defend the pass, ranking near the bottom nationally, and their run defense has not fared much better. The Bulls rely heavily on their running game, while their passing attack remains less polished. Still, their ground defense has been solid and should restrict what UTSA can do on the ground. That pressure may force quarterback Owen McCown into rush decisions and possible mistakes. USF is the more complete and talented team, led by one of the better offenses in college football. Yet, covering a double-digit spread during a weekday matchup presents risk. UTSA, despite its defensive troubles, fields an offense ranked 26th in total production and is capable of exploiting South Florida's secondary, which ranks 124th against the pass. The Roadrunners have scored 40 points or more in 3 of their last 6 games, proving they can keep pace in a shootout. As our first pick for this matchup, the UTSA Roadrunners to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Roadrunners come into this game following an unexpected 48-26 victory as a 5.5-point underdog against Tulane last Thursday, marking their 3rd straight game that went over the total of 54.5. The over is now 6-2 in 8 games for UTSA, as they have averaged 459.6 total yards, 203.7 rushing yards, and 32 points per game, while giving up 459 total yards, 289.6 passing yards, and 30.9 points per game. For South Florida, a crushing 34-31 defeat at Memphis on October 25th ended any realistic playoff hopes. Even so, the Bulls have continued to produce big offensive numbers, scoring 31 or more points in 5 straight games and 48 or more in 4 of those. Their defense has been less consistent, allowing 26 or more points in 3 of the last 4 games. The total has gone over in 5 of the past 6. Quarterback Byron Brown and the Bulls should again find success against a UTSA defense that has allowed plenty of big plays. However, the Roadrunners should also be able to keep the scoreboard moving. UTSA has played over the total in its last 3 games, while South Florida has gone over in 5 of its past 6. The Roadrunners average 34 points per game and pass on 51% of their plays with the 78th ranked aerial attack in the nation. They face a defense that ranks 126th against the pass and allows 25.7 points per game at home. The Bulls average 40.4 points per game, leaning slightly on the run at 54% of their plays, and they hold the 12th ranked rushing offense in the country. They will face a UTSA defense ranked 84th against the run, one that gives up 35 points per game on the road. Both teams have built their 2025 seasons on high-powered offenses. Each averages more than 34 points per game, setting the stage for a high-scoring contest between 2 dynamic quarterbacks and explosive attacks. The Roadrunners have seen the overhit in 6 of 8 games this year, allowing 35 points per game away from home. The Bulls have matched that trend, with 5 overs in their past 8 games, averaging nearly 50 points per game at home. The total may look intimidating, but the conditions and matchups point to a game reaching the 70s in Tampa on a clear, dry night. Both sides can score, and both struggle to defend, a setup that points strongly toward another offensive showcase. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.